What is the issue or the problem or the pain point that we're trying to solve with this concept of a digital ID?
I think that problem and pain point could be looked at from a number of different angles. I'll start with the consumer angle or the customer angle. Currently, if an individual is going through a journey digitally, there are multiple points in which that individual will have to either share information about themselves. This could be through, filling out long forms that include their attributes such as name, date of birth, address, phone number, email, and even more. And also potentially uploading scans of photo ID that individual holds to prove that it is themselves in that journey. And that's all before, you potentially get to the point of a payment being made if this is within an e-commerce type of journey. So that individual have to go through, sometimes it's quite streamlined and it's 5 to 6 clicks. Sometimes it's 10 or 11 clicks of a flow where that user is being asked for different bits of information, to read different elements of kind of consent signing up to, with them sharing this information with this third party. And that creates an incredibly friction-filled journey that individual has to go through every time they want to access a goods or a services online. Now, there's obviously fantastic examples of companies that take a really user-driven approach when they're designing these flows. But for the most part, your generic e-commerce site, it is quite friction-filled still. Secondly, kind of when you're approaching it from a business perspective, that journey can be wrought with fraud points, manually taking a scan of a photo ID, for instance, from a customer, or the customer pre-filling their own direct debit and sort code details manually, the potential for user error or the potential for fraudulent players to type in incorrect direct debit details and defraud a company. So digital identity can help ensure that it is actually that user, that individual in that journey trying to access that goods or service. So there's benefits